There are two shoes on this table. The one on the left cost $90. The one on the right cost $250. In 6 months of equal wear, the $90 shoe will still be standing and the $250 shoe will be in the trash. I'm going to show you exactly why, and once you see it, you will never trust a price tag again. Here's the lie you've been taught your whole life. More money equals better quality. It feels true. It's true for almost nothing in the shoe industry. Because the price you pay is not the cost of the shoe. The price you pay is the cost of the shoe, plus the brand's marketing, plus the retailer's margin, plus the licensing fee to whatever holding company owns the name this year. The shoe itself, the leather, the sole, the construction, is the smallest number in that stack. A $250 shoe might have $30 of actual shoe inside it. A $90 shoe from an honest maker might have $60. You are not paying for quality. You are paying for everything wrapped around the quality. So let's open them. The $250 shoe first, because this is the one that's going to make you angry. The upper looks beautiful. It photographs beautifully. That's the point. It was designed for the store light and the product photo, not for your feet in year 3. I cut through it, and under the first thin layer of real leather is corrected grain. That's leather dust and glue, pressed into a sheet, sanded smooth, and stamped with a fake grain pattern to look like a solid hide. It's the particle board of the leather world. Now the sole. No stitching anywhere. Just a glued seam, cemented construction, pressed on in under 2 minutes on an assembly line. When that glue lets go, and it will, the shoe is finished. You cannot resole it. There is nothing to resole it to. $250 for a shoe with a built-in death date, dressed up in a skin of real leather 1 millimeter deep. Now the $90 shoe. And I want you to watch this because it embarrasses the expensive one. The upper is full-grain leather. The whole hide, nothing sanded off, nothing faked. I cut into the sole and I hit stitching. A welt sewn around the perimeter. The sole attached to the welt instead of being glued straight to the upper. This shoe was not made in 2 minutes. It was made by someone who understood it had to last. When this sole wears down, a cobbler cuts it off and stitches a new one on, and the shoe comes back to life. The $90 shoe can be rebuilt 3 times. The $250 shoe can be rebuilt 0 times. One of these is a purchase. The other is a rental you don't get to return. So how is this even possible? How does the cheaper shoe have the better bones? Because they're selling 2 completely different things to you under the same word. The expensive brand is selling a name. They spent their money on the logo, the store on the expensive street, the influencer, the holding company that bought them and needs its return. The construction is the corner they cut to pay for all of it, because they know you'll judge the shoe by its price and its label, not by flipping it over. The $90 maker has no famous name to sell, so they had nothing to spend the money on except the shoe. That's the whole secret. The honest shoe puts the money where your eyes can't see it. The expensive shoe puts the money where your eyes can. And this is the part that should bother you most. The expensive brand knows. They know polyurethane crumbles in 5 to 7 years, whether you wear it or not. They know corrected grain cracks where full grain creases. They know cemented soles can't be saved. None of this is an accident or a manufacturing slip. It is a decision, made in a boardroom, to keep the price where the brand equity puts it and let the construction fall to wherever the margin needs it. The factory got cheaper, the name stayed expensive, and the gap between those two numbers is the profit, and you are the gap. So here is the test, and it costs you nothing, and you can do it standing in the store before you ever pay. Turn the shoe over. If you see stitching running across the bottom of the sole, the shoe is welted. It can be rebuilt, it will outlast the decade, and the price is buying you a shoe. If you see only a clean glued edge, or decorative stitching that stops at the side and connects to nothing, the shoe is cemented and the price is buying you a label on a disposable object. Do this with the $90 pair and the $250 pair side by side, and the price tag will tell you the exact opposite of the truth. The cheaper shoe will pass. The expensive one will fail. The store is counting on you never turning either one over. The expensive shoe is not better. It is more expensive. Those are 2 different facts that the industry has spent 100 years convincing you are the same fact. Drop the most expensive pair you ever bought, brand and year, in the comments, and I'll tell you whether you bought a shoe or bought a label. Next week, I'm taking this same test to luxury sneakers, the $600 Italians with the flip-flop foam inside, and that one is going to start a fight. Subscribe. No sponsorships, no brand deals, no rankings in for sale. Just a knife, two price tags, and the truth in between them.